This is the Sabbath School lesson for the fourth quarter, 2020.
Lesson 5 for October 24 to 30, Jesus as the Master Teacher, read by Dr. Percy Harrold. Monday, October 26, Revealing the Father continued. In the moving prologue to his Gospel, John 1, 1-18, John discusses Jesus as the eternal Word. Let's read all of that just so we have the context. John chapter 1, beginning at verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. This man came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light, which gives light to every man coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the right to become children of God, to those who believe in his name, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. John bore witness of him, and cried out, saying, This was he of whom I said, He who comes after me is preferred before me, for he was before me. And of his fullness we have all received, and grace for grace. For the law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, he has declared him. Jesus was in existence before the world came into being, from eternity actually. In fact, Jesus is the agent of creation, as we read in verses 2 and 3. He is the light of all people, we read in verse 4. And as the Word who came into the world, he enlightens everyone, as it reads in John chapter 1, verse 9. According to John, what is the result of Christ's becoming a human being? As the Word, what light did he bring? What qualifications does he possess to do so? And we've read those verses, verse 14 again. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. And verse 18, no one has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, he has declared him. We read in the book Education by Ellen White, pages 74 to 76, the light appeared when the world's darkness was deepest. There was but one hope for the human race, that the knowledge of God might be restored to the world. Christ came to restore this knowledge. He came to set aside the false teaching by which those who claimed to know God had misrepresented him. He came to manifest the nature of his law, to reveal in his own character the beauty of holiness. End of quote. Everything Jesus did in his life on earth had a single purpose, as we read in page 82 of the same book, the revelation of God for the uplifting of humanity. And question. Jesus himself says, Whoever has seen me has seen the Father. That's John 14, verse 9. What was the setting of Jesus' statement, and why did he make it? Let's read that in John 14, verses 1 to 14. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. And where I go you know, and the way you know. Thomas said to him, Lord, we do not know where you are going, and how can we know the way? Jesus said to him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you had known me, you would have known my Father also, and from now on you know him and have seen him. Philip said to him, Lord, show us the Father, and it is sufficient for us. Jesus said to him, Have I been with you so long, and yet you have not known me, Philip? He who has seen me has seen the Father. So how can you say, Show us the Father? Do you not believe that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak to you I do not speak of my own authority, but the Father who dwells in me does the works. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the sake of the works themselves. Most assuredly I say to you, he who believes in me, the works that I do, he will do also, and greater works than these he will do, because I go to my Father. And whatever you ask in my name, that I will do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you ask anything in my name, I will do it. It is tempting to criticize Philip's blundering statement in John 14, verse 8. Philip said to him, Lord, show us the Father, and it is sufficient for us. After years of close fellowship with Jesus, he still misses the essential point of the incarnation, that Jesus has come to show the Father's character. Perhaps teachers today can take some comfort in the fact that one of the master teacher's pupils performed so badly. Philip's statement is probably recorded, though, not to give us reason to criticize him, but to give us opportunity to examine ourselves. How long have we walked with Jesus, and have we understood Jesus any better than Philip had? Whoever has seen me has seen the Father, Jesus said.
Hi there. Thanks for watching this video on the Advent-band Ministries YouTube channel. Please subscribe and click the bell icon to be alerted whenever we upload new videos. So, until we meet him in the clouds, may God continue to bless you.
This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind and Hearing Impaired, Christian Record Services for the Blind, the Sabbath School Department, and Hope Channel. You can also listen on the official Sabbath School 4 app and the Apple iTunes app, Sabbath School with Percy Harrold. Remember, God is always faithful.